in the last 4 years I haven't had a day where I haven't drawn, done my hobby and got paid for it, which is fucking cool. Can't do this job and not be massively into it. Like, you have to be 100% dedicated to it and kind of throughout everything. Like 99% of my conversations are based around tattoos or art or some sort, something to do with it. Which I guess for other people that aren't so much into tattoos, I'm a pretty boring person. I think being a tattoo artist, everything it revolves around tattooing. Like, you're always either tattooing, at home drawing, or looking at tattoos, or noticing tattoos on people. Like, you go out for a meal and all you can do is kind of check out other people's tattoos and be like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I work at a shop called World of Tattoos in Ruston Manor. It's more of a high street shop, but got such a good name, sort of locally as well as, I guess, worldwide now. We're making a name for ourselves. I've been working there for about sort of four or 5 years. I've actually been tattooing for 3 years officially, coming up to 4 years this year. It's awesome. I think most 90% of shops, they're just little families. They're second family to the artists, and it really is. Like, everyone in the shop is my best friend. Like, it just I think if it wasn't that way, then I don't know, I wouldn't enjoy it. You obviously wouldn't enjoy it as much, if you didn't like the people you're with. How do you describe style? I don't know. I like to think my style is kind of unique. I think it would be nice to think that people would be able to tell my tattoos from other people's tattoos. That would be cool. I don't know if it is that way, but it would be nice to know. It'd be nice if that was the case. But I think I just draw stuff the way I would draw it. Like, if I was to draw a rose, then I would just get a picture of a rose and go, okay, kind of not completely copying exactly how it is, but I'd kind of try and keep as much as I kind of can to it, but add my own leaves or my own turns or something. I don't know, something that'll make it me, I guess. To be honest, I get excited about stuff that I don't do a lot because I don't do it a lot. Like if I get like a black and grey portrait, or if I get just a bit of script, or a religious sleeve, or maybe even sometimes a bit of tribal. I love doing everything. It's not, I'd love doing every day doing like a skull and a rose, or an animal with 4 heads, or even now, like, I look at a tattoo I done, a month ago, 2 weeks ago, and I think, oh fuck, why did I do it like that? But I think, yeah, it kind of makes you want to progress and improve. And if I kind of thought, oh yeah, cool, that's cool, then I'd never improve, because you don't feel like you need to better yourself. You don't feel like you should do better, or something needs improving, or. So yeah, I think it's kind of cool that I kind of hate everything I do. So yeah, I think the day that I sort of sit down and think, I'm fucking awesome, is the day I should probably quit. Most days, honestly, that I'll go home and I'll have to draw for the next day, because everything I do is custom. It is specifically for drawing for a person. So I'll get home and I'll just sit down at my desk and start scribbling away. Normally I draw everything sort of at night before. I mean, luckily I can draw fairly quickly, so it'll take me sort of 3-4 hours. And that's it. My actual favourite stuff to tattoo is probably sort of Japanese. But I mean, I don't get a lot of it, maybe because I'm not particularly great at it, or maybe because I've in the past pushed sort of the near traditional stuff on my sort of blog and my sort of internet stuff. Maybe that's why I get more of that sort of near traditional bits and pieces. Just recently, I have sort of grabbed a load of tracings and started to sort of put them up on display. And I think by putting stuff up on the wall, I think it'll always remind me of kind of, I don't know, just maybe my progression, maybe just, you know, and maybe in a year's time when I've got a whole sort of room full of these tracings, then it's just a cool thing to look back on stuff and look at stuff you're doing at the moment and kind of, you know, be inspired, maybe I guess by yourself a little bit, which is kind of cool. I'd definitely be at World of Tattoos in 10 years, like, without a shadow of a doubt. You know, I've had people say to me, "Oh, you could move here, or you could move there," but I don't want to. I don't want to. I absolutely just want to stay. I'm so happy where I am. If people want to get tattooed by me, it doesn't matter what shop I'm at. You know, I'm easy to find. It'd be, I think, stupid for me to move. You know, if I was to move, then maybe I wouldn't get on with the people there, or I wouldn't like the setup. I'm so set in my ways there, and you know, best friends with everyone there, and you know, it's just kind of, it'd be daft to move.